Hello there everyone, Aurinna here. Today we're going to be discussing whether or not Magic the Gathering is a good or bad investment. And in today's topics we're going to be discussing the market sentiment, interest, and growth, and how well the vintage, modern, and standard sealed product is performing. Before we begin, I figured a good metric to use is TCG player price graph. It's within a year time interval, and it'd be showcasing how the market flow is actually going for products. So I'm going to be showcasing some products that came before Project Booster Fun with collector booster boxes and serialized cards and stuff like that, and just see how it is performing since its release. With our first product, we have Kaladesh and Amonkhet booster boxes. This is the sets that had the masterpiece cards, and I believe the odds of pulling one was 1 in 144 booster packs. It could be different. I think that's around like 2 per case maybe. So with its initial price time frame, I'm going to give it what it was a year ago compared to now. With Kaladesh, it was at $340.28. Down to $319. Amonkhet started at $232. It is now $217. That's about a drop of like 6 or 7% from both. They're kind of equal. Kaladesh was a lot better. It was a better set. Next up after that, we had the set that came right before Collector Booster Boxes was released. It was Guilds of Ravnica and Ravnica Allegiance. Guilds of Ravnica was at $125. It is now $97. Ravnica Allegiance was $120, and it's down to $101. And with the first collector booster box that Wizards of the Coast released was from Throne of Eldraine, which was a really good set, by the way. It was at $281, and it's down to $242 now. A collector booster box right after that was Core 2021. A year ago, it was $232 and is now at $197. An outlier here is from Ikoria collector booster box with the Triome lands and stuff like that. A year ago, it was $237. It is now $285, and that's the only collector booster box that I'm showcasing that had actual growth from its time frame a year ago. I put some different products in here like Double Masters VIP packs. It's kind of hard to show the price history of the case itself. These are just like, it comes in like four packs in a case, and then there's like an outer case that holds 16 packs within them. But for a singular box of VIP display, it was $155, and it's down to $136 on TCG Player. After that, we have Zendikar Rising Collector Booster Box. A year ago, it was $229 and is currently $224. Not much of a price difference. Commander Legends Collector Booster Box, it was $461, and that one's down to $383. I think that's because of a reprint of the Jeweled Lotus. I'm not entirely sure. Call Time Collector Booster Box, $174, down to $137. So between all the products that I showed you, we had a decline of almost 10% between all of it. So the market sentiment in Magic the Gathering is that it's not looking so good. A lot of the players aren't really happy with the direction that it's been heading in. We've had a surplus of set releases of them using reprint equity of playable cards. Foils don't really have any specialty anymore. I feel like there's more foil cards than actual normal cards, to be honest with you. In regards to sealed product investing, there's been a lot of Amazon dumps and constant product releases, which has stagnated growth in Magic. It's good for players, but if the cards aren't really special anymore. Any non-reserve list card, they've chosen to reprint in Secret Lair and new product releases, and that's really bad if you're like holding any type of card. So that's not very good for investing. In my opinion, Secret Lair is a detriment to players, collectors, and investors. WotC can just print in-demand non-reserve list cards, and its depreciated collectability of cards from newer and older sets. It really has no value as it's a preset product with no rarity of pull like normal booster boxes sets. Other than the amount printed, like if no one buys the product, then it's a rare product. I advise, for me personally, I would never buy any secret layer like singles or sealed product, even if it has potential profit. In my opinion, it's a detriment to the game long term. So if you choose like to buy into a newer set that has a new meta card in it, within like the next year they'll have it in a secret layer. So for draft and set boosters, it's actually kind of an interesting spot. I believe the new direction that they're going in is something called play boosters. So I don't know if they're going to depreciate the old product system. Set boosters have good value from the list cards, and you get more rares and mythics within that compared to draft boosters. Draft used to have more value, but with the constant set releases, the amount of sealed product out there compared to the people opening them, there's just a huge amount of supply and surplus. Collector boosters and set have higher upside potential for expected value and speculation long term, in my opinion. Another thing to look at is how well the vintage, modern, and standard singles are performing. Once standard sets go out of rotation, liquidity and demand goes down immensely. Almost any silver era single cards are hard to liquidate. I'm talking about like product from like 2016, 2018, way before that to like 2000s within that time frame. I call that the silver era. Unless if it's an in-demand card in the meta for like Commander or something like that, it's better to sell it while it's in print, if you have like a newer set. Vintage singles from Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, even Summer Magic. I'm still kind of bullish long-term. For me personally, I'd focus more on Alpha because it's the most desirable, rarest portion of the game for Vintage. I'm Alpha all the way. I'd rather have... I don't even want to touch Beta compared to Alpha. That's how much I like Alpha more than Beta, just because of the sheer rarity. Isn't there like only 950 rares or something of each Alpha card, stuff like that? It's just super rare if you can get it in any grade. If we look at like Alpha Soul Ring, Alpha Sinkhole, Alpha Dark Ritual, we can kind of see some price increases, mostly in Soul Ring. To be honest with you, the vintage market's not looking so hot. The consumer sentiment around Magic the Gathering has become very bearish. The direction that it's headed in is not very good. For collectors and investors, it's not looking so good. I'm still very bullish on Alpha cards. With the current direction that Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast is going in, it's not looking good in the long or short term. Some future outlook and some keynotes. Right now, since we've had like a 10% like flood market decrease with the flow of new money coming in has basically stopped for the most part. There's just a lot of old money sloshing around. So some key notes is that set collecting has basically become dead. There's just way too many product releases. People can't collect as much as they want to. There's way too many variants. There's way too many cards. For me personally, I think it's a good entry point on some product lines for investing. Lots of people have, lost money if they're holding with their heavy bags. If I were to rate Magic the Gathering as an investment as of right now, I would put it in D tier. The only reason why it's not in F tier right now is because with its lower price threshold for sealed product, I think it could be a very good entry point. If you guys think long term, like 5, 10, 20 years from now, we are looking at the first new era of collector booster products. Foils are typically good. The company, since introducing Project Booster Fund, has ruined almost all collectability of singles, foils, and boosters. And with the constant dumping of products at Amazon warehouses, which has hurt local game stores, it's just a negative feedback loop. The introduction of serialized cards adds another nuance that will be interesting to see how well it performs long term. But if every set has them, it's no longer special. If you have a desirable, expensive, non-reserve list card, It will most likely be reprinted in a secret layer or another set to give revenue to WotC at the expense of people holding the game. It's great for players, bad for collecting right now. With that said, I'm still bullish on collector booster boxes long term, as people will probably want them for their collection, and I'd expect it to take at least half a decade to possibly another decade before things change in the market. So yeah, that's my opinion on how Magic the Gathering is as an investment. There's a lot of areas that I haven't talked about, but I think as an overall view of how things are performing, it's not looking good if you're currently holding the game. There's a lot of areas to spend money in Magic the Gathering. I still think it's a great game. I think things will change in the future. It's not always going to be as bleak and like how bad the market's performing now. But as of right now, I would give Magic the Gathering a D tier on the tier list for investing. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like. Leave a comment down below. Give me your thoughts. Give me your feedback. Give me something you agree with. Give me something you disagree with. I truly appreciate it if you guys made it to the ending of this. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and check out some of my other videos. I should be uploading some Pokemon investing, Yu-Gi-Oh investing, other stuff like that. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.